You can charge whatever you want on a security deposit as long as the tenant's willing to pay. Yeah, actually, that's not right at all. Hi, Derek Karamian with Krystle Properties here in Solano County, California, and I'm here today to talk about security deposit law. So what's been the law of the land for years and years and years here in California is on an unfurnished unit, you can charge up to 2 times the amount on the security deposit. That's 2 times the amount of the rent. On a furnished unit, let's say that you are renting a short-term rental with the furnishings there, the law has been that you can charge up to 3 times the amount of the security deposit. Of course, this makes sense. You are not only putting a deposit for damages on the house, but of course, damages on the furnishings as well. With AB 12, which is going into effect on July 1st, 2024, so that's just a couple days away from the time of filming here, on July 1st, 2024, you can only charge 1 time the amount of the rent on the security deposit. So this is a real big change here in California. It's much different than what we've been doing here for years. Not that there is a standard, but oftentimes you wouldn't see the rent exceed, or I should say the security deposit exceed 1 month's rent. Pretty common not to see that because that does tend to defer potential renters. Of course, it's competition, right? So if you're charging 1x the rent on the deposit and someone with a comparable apartment or home over there is charging 1.5x or 2x on the security deposit, then your property is going to look a lot more attractive than theirs. Well, now we kind of have a little bit more even playing field. 1x the rent is the maximum security deposit unless, and there are exceptions. So California always makes it very interesting. There's always carve-outs, there's always exceptions, and it just makes it so much more interesting to keep up with the laws. So my understanding as of right now, and you should definitely consult an attorney, so my understanding on the exemption is if you own 2 or less rental properties or 4 or less rental units, so if you own 2 duplexes, you would be exempt, or if you own a single family home and a triplex, you would be exempt. If you own 2 single family homes, you would be exempt. So you can still continue to charge what we've classically charged, and that's 2 times the amount of the rent on the security deposit. This is, so like I said, there's kind of always been this competition driven amount that you could charge on the security deposit, but there'd be exceptions where you would want to ask for a higher amount of the deposit. Let's say that they have 2 large, 100-pound dogs. Obviously, that's going to add extra wear and tear to the property, could create more damages. So in that situation, if you are exempt, then you could, of course, ask for a bit more on the deposit, given that situation. Again, there's so much nuance to these things. So if you're not sure, always check with an attorney. But I'm hopeful that this information helped you out. If you're looking for property management services, hey, don't hesitate. Feel free to give us a call. Check us out, see if we'll cover your area. If not, we might have a referral for you. Because I always say, property management is something that you should do unless being a landlord is your full-time job. Because keeping up with everything going on in California really can be just that. So again, Derek with Krystle Properties, thank you for listening and hope this was helpful.